very good evening to all our viewers and welcome back for another exciting day of cricket. It is match number 11 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025 and I believe this is going to be an exciting contest. Two teams fighting it out. It's a must-win game. It's 7 Districts Cricket Academy taking on the Legend Warriors, and it's going to be a cracker of a game. Right then, just a while ago, I was there in the middle with the two captains and the match referee for the all-important toss. Well, it's a super Friday here in the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium where we're all set and in readiness for another fascinating encounter. It is match number 11 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. We're expecting to have another crackerjack of a contest. Time now to introduce you to the men who matter in the middle. On my left is Farman Ali, the captain of 7 Districts Cricket Academy. On his left is Sohaib Khan, the captain of Legend Warriors. And on the extreme left is, of course, our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. Farman, you've got the coin. Please give a spin. Tails is the call. Congratulations, Sohaib, winning the toss. What's the plan?
Yeah, we would like to bat first. It's a good pitch and we have pretty good combination too. And so we would like to invite them to chase.
Well, it's a very important game for you guys. You need to win this to stay alive in the contest. So what's that message you've given before this game?
It's quite pretty simple to go with the basics of plan and play with the merit of ball. And we would like to, I think, give them total more than 170 plus, looking the wicket and ground conditions.
Sohaib Khan, how was your experience? Recently you got a call from the international team and you played for the UAE national team. So tell us more about that. Congratulations, of course.
First of all, thank you so much. And it was pretty learning for me and more to acquire, to dominate that game and more to learn and more to do hard work, inshallah.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
फरमान लॉस टॉस अगर आप जीतते आपका क्या मूड था?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम जी, हमारा भी यही प्लान था कि फ़र्स्ट टाइम टॉस जीतेंगे तो बॉलिंग करनी, तो इसलिए जो उन्होंने दे दिया हमें, तो हमारा भी यही प्लान था बॉलिंग करने का, तो देखते हैं।
दोपहर का गेम है, फ्रेश ट्रैक है, क्या लगता है आप कितना रिस्ट्रिक्ट करेंगे ओपोनेंट्स को?
हाँ देखें, आपको पता है ये यूएई का वेदर है। यूएई में ऑलमोस्ट अगर आपको दिन में मैच मिल रहे हैं तो ये आपकी खुशकिस्मती है, और इनमें जो कि ब्रेक विकेट्स हैं और इस वेदर में तो फर्स्ट टाइम ये है कि ग्रिप अच्छा मिलेगा, तो इंशाल्लाह यही है कि 130 से इंशाल्लाह नीचे पकड़ेंगे और बाद में इजी चेज करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट गेम है आप लोग के लिए ये। क्या मैसेज दिया आपने इस मैच से पहले सब बॉयज़ को?
कुछ नहीं, बॉयज़ को सिर्फ पॉजिटिव वेव दिया कि भाई अपना 100% दो, जो आपको आता है वही करो, जो आपके पास स्किल्स हैं, जो आपने सीखा है, जो आप करते आ रहे हो वही करो, बस इंशाल्लाह पॉजिटिव रहो, मैच जीतो, बस 100% एफर्ट करो।
Farman, give us a good game.
Thank you so much.
That's the news, and the confirmation from the centre is that Legend Warriors, they won the toss and they've decided to bat first. So there you go, Captain Sohaib Khan calling it right and deciding to bat first. I think it's a good toss to win, and it just looks like a belter of a track, and I expect plenty of runs to be scored right then. These are the playing 11s. Legend Warriors, Junaid Shamsu, Shakir Haidru, Vaibhav Gorikar, Akshay Putanavitil, Srinath Kodakar, Janish K. Shaji, Mohammad Uzwan Sabir, Tahir Asif, Supan Pereira, Sohaib Khan is back in the side, Mehboob Rana. Another very talented looking team. Zainullah, Zainul Rahmani, Ahmed Tariq, Farman Ali, Raheel Ali, Tharindu Pereira, Aminullah, Lahiru, Sandarawan, Mohammad Rashad, Wahab Hassan, the left arm spinner, alongside Nabil Aziz. So quite a few spin options for 7 Districts Cricket Academy, and won't be surprised if they once again start off with spin in the very first over. Of course, we saw in the first opening game here in the Sharjah CBFS T20 2025, it was Wahab Hassan and Nabil Aziz started the proceedings, and my oh my, they were brilliant. Those two really ball exceptionally well. Nabil, of course, picking up 4 wickets. But this is going to be a challenge because they are going to be facing the likes of Junaid Shamsu, an absolute beast. He is a destructive machine. I'm telling you, we could be in for a lot of fireworks if ever so Junaid Shamsu cuts loose. So much to play for. There's a lot at stake. Both the teams, they need to win this game. to stay alive in the contest. Mind you, both the teams have lost a game early on, so this is such an important game for both the teams. Right then, just seconds away, and play says the umpire. Ball number 1. Yeah, not the best of starts, trying to fire it onto the line of the stumps. Nabil Aziz, you know, he has been the backbone of Team 7 Districts. Yeah, he seems to be in a hurry, and Junaid Shamsu is not very happy. Behind the side screen. Yeah, his lines are immaculate. Nabil Aziz keeps things very simple, ensures he keeps the ball onto the line of the stumps. Oh, that one kept slightly low. They've got a packed offside field at the moment alongside a deep mid-wicket and a long on-in position. Shakir Haidru missing out in the last game after getting a start. Just could not cash on to the opportunity. But today, here he is. This is a great chance for him to prove his worth. A very skillful batter, but it's not going to be all that easy because 7 Districts Cricket Academy, they've got some quality spinners in their lineup. And this is that kind of a wicket which will certainly help the spinners. Right, Farman Ali straight away has gone down to Nabil Aziz, and I think he's just going to ask him to touch down a bit slow, because at the moment he's trying to fire onto the stumps, but just not getting the line right. Yet again, another wide. Oh, this is chipped up in the air. This could be a big moment in the game. It's a soft dismissal. Excellent take. Kept his calmness, kept his composure, and ensured that he doesn't lose balance. Takes an easy catch in the end. Now, this is a perfect start here for 7 Districts Cricket Academy. It's Nabil Aziz. I don't know what Farman said to Nabil Aziz, but it has worked in their favour. Yeah, that the ball just not coming onto the bat. It just ever so slightly did hold up into the surface, but pedaling back and taking a clean catch. It's a sorry departure. Slow walk back to the dugout. Shakir Haidru goes for a golden duck. It's 3 for 1. Well, in comes someone who's just played a lot of international cricket. He got a call from the UAE national team, Sohaib Khan, and that was a very good delivery. So he must be riding high on confidence. And yeah, congratulations, of course, to Sohaib Khan for being selected for the UAE national team. Played games against Nepal, against USA, and scored quite a few runs as well. That's going to be another wide. Clearly, he's struggling with his lines. That's the third wide in the over. So, yeah, I mean, he's really worked hard for the last 3 to 5 years, and finally has gotten a call, has gotten an international call to come and play for the UAE national team, and he performed well. He did a decent job. Scored quite a few runs. Now, this is high up in the air, and that's gone for a long, long way. Nabil needs to realize you cannot ball anything in his arc, in his slots. He is going to make the ball disappear out of the stadium. And also not to forget, he's hit this towards the longest part of the ground, which is towards the leg side. And this is the power that Junaid Shamsu possesses, continuing from where he left off in the last game. This is high up in the air yet again. It's going towards the boundary. So he's announced his arrival in this game, Junaid Shamsu. And this has been such an eventful start to this innings. We've seen a maximum, we've seen a wicket go down. And that's the end of the first over. It's 15 for 1. Well, it was a big over. 15 runs were looted. But also, Nabil has picked up an important wicket in the form of Shakir Haidru. And here he is, Shoaib Khan. I was just praising this man on your screen. Oh, that is excellent bit of fielding, some urgency. Yeah, of course, one of the fittest sides in this contest. By far, Seven Districts Cricket Academy, of course. I had a word with Mr. Saqib, the strength and conditioning coach of Seven Districts Cricket Academy. And yeah, it was a privilege and a pleasure to have him in the comm box. We had a long conversation on regards to what goes behind the scenes, how these youngsters are groomed and nurtured and nourished. And I think he's done a fabulous job, really. So big shout out to Mr. Saqib. Yeah, on the other end, Shoaib Khan. He would be riding high on confidence. I mean, you come back to play domestic cricket after playing a few international games. It just looks a bit too easy because you have played against quality international bowlers. Oh, look at this. I was just talking about how special this man is, and Shoaib Khan has sent this into the outer space for a huge maximum. Look at the power of this man. That swing of the bat, that is a humongous hit. Wow. Playing against the likes of Sandeep Lamichandya of Nepal. And yeah, he was batting beautifully in one of the games. Yeah, unfortunately got involved in a run out. And I think we'll surely need a ball replacement because that one is not going to come back. Oh, this is such an exciting start to this contest. Of course, so much at stake for both the teams. But straight away putting pressure on Lahiru. Nicely ball. That's a good delivery. Just slowing his pace, touch, and trying to bowl slightly fuller as well, beating bat of Shoaib. Yeah, it just seems to be in sublime form, Shoaib Khan. So yeah, I was just mentioning that so much hard work is being put. Shoaib Khan, of course, has been around the domestic circuit for the last 15 years, I remember. He used to play on these concrete cement wickets. Know him since then. And yeah, he was an absolute destructive machine. Really scored a lot of runs. Also, Junaid Shamsu, who I believe soon also should get an international call-up. There's Hong Kong sixes happening as we speak, and I think Junaid Shamsu, he could have been an inclusion. Could have been one of the options because he can really make the ball disappear. Oh, that's a very good comeback delivery. Quite a mixed bag of events in this over. It's 2 gone, 21 for 1. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting contest. So far, the battle has been won by Junaid Shamsu, striking hard and making the ball disappear out of the stadium. I just feel that Nabil Aziz is bowling slightly quicker, really needs to slow down a little bit and also needs to adjust his length ever so slightly. Just bowl back of the length and ensure he doesn't bowl in the slot. It does not matter if it's the longer part of the ground towards the leg side. He will clear it with ease. He's such a class act and such a powerful striker of the ball. Yeah, that's okay. That's better. But then again, even the pace which is offering to Junaid Shamsu needs to slow down a little bit. The length was perfect. Yeah, the moment he's decided to adjust his length, you can see that Junaid Shamsu isn't able to come underneath the ball and try to meet the sweet spot of the bat. On the other end, Sohaib Khan, such a class act, really technically very sound. They're making a change in the field for Sohaib Khan, so they've dropped back the long off, and they have a deep mid wicket in position. It's a 6-3 field, 6 on the offside and 3 on the leg side. Quite a few wides have been bowled already by Nabil Aziz. This is a huge moment in the game. What a delivery by Nabil Aziz, full straight. And the moment he decided to adjust his length ever so slightly, look at what he's done. He's picked up one of the most important wickets. Sohaib Khan, who was in sublime touch and form, will have to go back. This is a massive wicket in the context of play. And Nabil Aziz picks up his second. Yeah, showed a lot of promise, Sohaib Khan. Got off to a good start, but Nabil Aziz, in the end, getting the better of him. It's 23 for 2. Well, they were 23 for 3 even in the last game, and now they're 23 for 2. But it was Junaid Shamsu who kept on the onslaught and went on to score 59 with 4 huge sixes. And alongside a very, very talented batter, he was brilliant. And who is it? It's the man who's just arrived, Akshay. What a brilliant knock. He's the number 2 batter in this tournament so far, mind you. And in the end, went on to win the game. But for now, he'll have to face the likes of Nabil Aziz, who's already picked up 2 important wickets. Yeah, it's keeping low. Wahab Hassan will be licking his lips and will be raring to come into bowl, because he too is a bowler who keeps things very simple. Yeah, this was the moment. Nicely maneuvered. Surely they will consider to come back for the second. So they've got the likes of Wahab Hassan, the left arm spinner, and so also Zainul Rahmani, another quality, talented bowler. So quite a few options available for the captain Farman Ali. Yeah, so far, talking about the runs on the board, they do have runs, but the problem is that they've lost 2 important wickets. Yeah, this is exceptional stuff by Nabil Aziz, picking up an important wicket. 25 for 2 after 3. Yeah, I think this is a very good decision. It's a wise move by the captain Farman Ali, knowing that there is plenty to offer for the spinners. We saw Nabil Aziz bowling beautifully, and he's introduced Wahab Hassan. Oh, he's knocked him over. What a start by this champion. Wahab Hassan introduced in the 4th over and has picked up the most important wicket in this innings. It's Junaid Shamsu, a man in form. So much was expected from him, but I think that wasn't the right shot selection. You would never want to go at the back foot against Wahab Hassan, and that's what he did, trying to cut the ball too close to his body. It was onto the line of the stumps, and such a risky shot to opt, and in the end he has to pay the price by giving away his wicket. So District Cricket Academy at the moment, they're all over. Legend Warriors, it's 25 for 3. We need to give some credit to the man behind the stumps, the captain Farman Ali. He's put his thinking cap on, and when he saw that there is so much to offer for the spinners, he did not wait for the power play to end. He's straight away gone to his premier bowler, Wahab Hassan, and look at what he's done. He's produced a big, massive wicket of Junaid Shamsu. And in comes Janesh, another very talented, stylish right-handed batter, but I think he would be under immense pressure. They're all charged up. There's a lot of chirping going out in the centre. Oh, that is not the best of deliveries. It's beaten everyone, and it's going to be 5 wides. If you talk about the extras they've given in this innings already, it's been quite a lot. We need to have a check as to how many wides have been bowled and how many extras they've given in this innings. This is something they need to be a little mindful. Yes, they have picked up wickets, but that's what we saw in the last game. After being 23 for 3, Legend Warriors, they went on to win the game, and that was all because Akshay and his partner, who just departed, they went berserk. Yeah, that's much better, offering a bit of flight. Yeah, already 10 extras in a span of 3.2 overs. That's not very impressive. Need to cut down on these wides that they've been bowling. Yeah, now Janesh and Akshay, all they have to do is ensure they stay in the middle. Not try to play aggressive strokes, because what's going to happen if ever so, they're going to lose another wicket or two. Then there is a huge possibility that they might not be able to play out the 20 overs and be bowled out, because mind you, Sounder 6 Cricket Academy will come hard at you. And also at times what happens is when you lose early wickets, even the loose deliveries which come your way, you miss out to those, because that wasn't the best of deliveries. It was short, there was width offered. Oh, what just happened there? Wahab Hassan, calm down. 15 extras already in this innings. Yeah, and I think he's just trying to bowl too quick. You could see he was wanting to fire it onto the line of the stumps, but yet again, getting it completely wrong. Another 5 wides have been given. So they pick up wickets, but at the same time, they're giving them a lot of runs. 36, that's a very good score in 3.4. So that's one privilege and advantage Legend Warriors should believe they have at the moment. So what they need to do is ensure they stitch up a partnership. There's no need for the big shots. They do have runs on the board. Well, he bowled such a beautiful delivery start of proceedings in this over, but then all of a sudden he's been all over. He's been spraying the ball. Needs to be a bit more disciplined, be more precise with both the line and length. because after that wicket he's taken, he's lost a bit of focus. This is hit hard. There's fielder down there. It's going to be only a single to close out the fourth over, and quite a lengthy one. It's 37 for 3. Yeah, I don't really think we're going to see the fast bowlers or the medium pace bowlers to come anytime soon, because the spinners are doing a fine job. First, Nabil Aziz, the man on your screen, picking up 2 wickets, and then Wahab joining the party and picking up a pricey scalp in the form of Junaid Shamsu. Apesh. And Nabil Aziz thought he had a genuine case. Wasn't in control when driving. It's a wicket which is on the slower side, so you need to be... Oh, how did that miss the off stump? I think this was a dream delivery for any left arm spinner in the world. And this would have surely deceived the best of the best in the business. Cut away. And they're asking the question. Yeah, the umpire has given his verdict. He thinks he's made his ground easily and comfortably in the end. Now, what a eventful start to this exciting contest. 76 Cricket Academy, of course. As I said, these cricketers literally are athletes. You can see how fit they are, how agile. And they're asking the question. The umpire raises his finger. And this is not looking good now for Legend Warriors, as they've lost their fourth. That was a brilliant delivery yet again, firing onto the stumps. And I keep on mentioning, you would never want to go across the line against these left arm spinners. They're going to ask you a lot of questions, all smiles in the middle. They think now they have a great chance to wrap up this innings quickly. But look at this. Nicely done. Outside edge, and takes a very good catch. So it's Janish Shah, the latest victim. Will have to go back after scoring just the 1 run. It's 38 for 4. Srinath, the new batter, walks in at a situation where the bowlers, they're doing a fine job. They're not letting the batters free their arms. There is going to be a bit of pressure. That's quite certain. They need to steady the ship. Just fasten your seat belts, because there's a lot of turbulence out there. And these young men are creating havoc in the middle. Already 4 wickets have fallen. We are into the 5th over. So this is where now these two need to be a little smart and sensible in their approach and try not to play any aggressive strokes for now. Excellent stuff by Nabil. 38 for 4. Well, now the question remains to be asked as to whether Farman Ali will opt to bowl out Nabil Aziz. I think he should really, because when he is bowling in such rhythm, he's picking out wickets for you. He's already picked up 3, mind you. So why hold him back? Might as well just give him another go, because he could have a perfect chance to pick up wickets, because this wicket is doing quite a bit. Look at this now from Wahab Hassan. Yet again has disturbed the furniture. And they're all over Legend Warriors at the moment. These stars of 7 Districts Cricket Academy are riding high on confidence. And they've got half the side back in the hutch. And what a tremendous delivery this was. And what a sight for any bowler in the world. So this is not looking good for Legend Warriors. They sink further in trouble. Full straight, you miss, I hit. You cannot play these shots against such a quality bowler. It's 38 for 5. Oh, what a tremendous performance, really, for Farman Ali. Anyways, wanted to bowl first on this wicket. He was out there, he had a close look at the wicket, and he said, I remember I had a conversation with him before the game. We were out there having a close look at the wicket, and he said, there is turn. There is going to be a lot of purchase. It's going to keep low. So, predicting it right. These guys are, what, 20? They're in their 20s, but showing so much maturity. Just... it's so admirable. And also, these young boys, as I said, they work so hard, give a lot of time in the net sessions, keep on bowling in those perfect lines, and the results are in front of us today. Bowling against quality batters, it's not that they're just bowling against some ordinary batters. They're bowling against the light of Sohaib Khan, Akshay, Vaibhav, Junaid Shamsu. Yeah, turn is certainly on offer. And I like that slip in position, because Wahab Hassan, he does have the tendency to at times bowl a quicker one, which doesn't turn. It straightens after pitches. So that's where the outside edges might come into equation. Short delivery worked away towards the deep square leg. An excellent bit of fielding in the deep. Now this is where they need to be a little smart here, 7 Districts Cricket Academy. Because now that you have 5 wickets, you would never want Legend Warriors to come back in the context. So after 6 overs, I would not want 4 fielders in the circle. I would want at least 6 fielders in the circle. You need to go for the kill when you've already picked up 5 wickets. Never have a defensive approach. Now this is high up in the air. And what a shot. One bounce into the fence. Wahab Hassan not very happy with the field he's gotten at the moment. Yeah, I mean, you as a bowler, you have all the right. And it's you who should decide where your fielders are supposed to be. Because clearly you can see he's complaining to his captain, Farman Ali. Yeah, he's a bowler. He doesn't really go for runs. And he hates being hit for boundaries and maximums. Clearly you can see he wasn't all that happy. Now they have 2 fielders towards the leg side. Sweeps it fine, but there is protection. So, in fact, they've just taken a single. I thought there was always a 2 there. Nonetheless, what an eventful power play has come to an end. It's 45 for 5. So it just looks like they're going to hold that one over by Nabil Aziz. I would have really given him another go. When you're bowling in such good rhythm, might as well just finish off your 4 overs. And when you have 2 new batters at the crease, Nabil Aziz, I think he had a great opportunity to pick up another wicket or 2. But Farman Ali thinks otherwise. Introducing Tarindu Pereira, another quality right arm spinner. Let's see if he can too get some assistance and purchase from this wicket. Yeah, I keep on saying from day one, as a bowler, you need to allow yourself to flight the ball, give a bit of a loop, let the ball turn. The moment you decide to bowl quicker on this wickets, yes, it might keep a bit low, but you're not really going to get turn on offer. So my advice really to these youngsters and the spinners in this contest should be to just bowl a bit slow. Look at that, beautifully bowled. And drawing the batter forward. Oh, this is not good. This wasn't required. They were not going for the run. It was a wild throw. And again, they're just gifting runs. Talking about the runs, they already have 50 on the board. But the problem is the wickets. They've lost 5 wickets. Playing it with soft hands. Yeah. It's quite strange, really. And clearly you could see Farman Ali, the captain, he wasn't amused by that wayward throw. Having a deep square leg alongside a deep mid wicket for the left-handed batter, who will look to target to clear the shorter part of the ground, which is towards the leg side. Oh, beautifully bowled. So close, almost passing through the gates of Weber. That could have been the first wicket for Tarindu. Srinath on the other end, who's just made his way in the centre, needs to realise, and I'm sure now he would have gotten the point, that it's a wicket where can't really afford to be playing across the line. Play it down the ground with, or if ever so there is width on offer, if bowler bowls a loosener, gives you room, yeah, then go for it. Otherwise, if it's onto the line of the stumps, you need to be very, very careful. So another wicket from here onwards. We will be getting to the tail of Legend Warriors. Yeah, it's a decent start here by Tarindu. I like the pace as to which he's bowling at the moment. Farman Ali was very confident during the toss. Said he would want to restrict them below 150 or so. And yeah, they have a great chance to restrict them even below 120, 130. And this is what they should be looking for. They should rather continue to look to pick up wickets. Nicely done. That's a good delivery. End of over number 7 is 53 for 5. Wahab Hassan has been slightly expensive, but that should be forgiven and forgotten because he's picked up 2 important wickets. Nicely swept away. And not the best of efforts. Quite lethargic in the outfield. Should have been just a single, and you can see Wahab, even he is not too amused with that effort. So this is where I was mentioning that once you have the opponent's 5 down, the captain has to be aggressive. Wanted a quick single, denied by his partner. .55 is what they've gotten. Yeah, look at that. That's the field they've gotten. They've got 4 fielders in the circle, and that's something which I'm not a big fan of. This is up in the air. Could be a chance. Takes it. That's the 6th wicket which has fallen. That's a brilliant take. And he will surely go back and think, was this required? You're 5 down and you've fallen in the trap. Wahab Hassan just taking the pace off the delivery, and he's enticed him to go for a big shot. And knowing that there is, of course, a long on, the plan hasn't worked. So another brain failure, I believe. Showed a lot of promise, though. Webber will have to go back after scoring 15. It's 55 for 6. Yeah, they're now on a serious verge of even getting bowled out and not play out the 20 overs. Another very talented all-rounder, Rizwan Saber, who we will see him in the next innings to bowl with the new ball, and he will enjoy bowling on this wicket. But for now, he's got a big job in his hands with the bat. They need to at least get 130, 140. It's a wicket where it's not all that easy for the batters to just come in and start playing those free-flowing strokes. You need to give yourself time in. So give something for your bowlers to bowl at. You don't want to be bundled out before 100. Lovely turn on offer. Rizwan Saber, he knows that this is not going to be an easy task. He has to be ready for this challenge. He's a fighter. Mohammad Rizwan Saber. Well, this is exciting stuff, really. Such a treat to watch when these youngsters get going. And Wahab Hassan, mind you, he is a regular member of the senior 7 districts as well. So maybe just playing like a mentor for his team. Oh, that's an excellent delivery. Castled. Mohammad Rizwan Saber cannot believe his luck. That was a brilliant delivery. Full straight. Has passed through the gates. He's such a smart bowler. He took a couple of deliveries away from the right-hander and then firing one. The arm delivery not read by Rizwan. He was playing for the turn, and look at him go. He is such a class act, is Wahab, and well-deservedly has picked up another wicket. It's a slow, dejected walk. They're just falling apart. It's 55 for 7. What an evening these youngsters are having of Sim Districts Cricket Academy. There was so much at stake. They knew this is a big game for them. But Sohaib Khan, the captain, deciding to bat first on this wicket. It's a fresh track, and we did expect there would be something to offer. And Wahab Hassan, he's been superb. He's already picked up 4 wickets. So he's got a great chance to pick up a 5er. Yeah, he's got a rice smile on his face. Why not? And you're bowling so well. And you're picking up wickets for your team at important stages of the game and at regular intervals. You should look to enjoy your outing in the centre. Another spinner being introduced. Now, this is going to get tougher and tougher. He's been blessed and privileged with so many quality spinners in his lineup, and that too, left arm spinners. Another left arm spinner has been introduced. It's Zainul Rahmani. He is such a talented cricketer. What a time to come into ball when you know that the opponents are at the back foot. He is a very smart bowler. That's a good start. Tossed up delivery. Even now, they've got 7 wickets in their hands. Still, they have only 4 fielders in the circle. This is something which me personally, I'm not a very big fan of. I would have another 2 fielders and ask him to go for a big shot. And surely I'll have the deep mid wicket. And why do I say that? Because that's where Zainullah Rahmani can toss the ball up, just ball back off the length, and let him play across the line. Force him to play across the line, because now you know that they have a fielder in the deep. So you don't really think that he's going to try to clear the longest part of the ground towards the deep mid wicket. So get another fielder in the circle and leave the leg side for the batters to go for a big hit. But for now, the approach is a bit defensive. Yes, of course, they've done exceptionally well with the ball, no doubts. They have picked up 7 wickets. But having another fielder in the circle will really put pressure on these 2 batters. Look, easy single. You would not allow them to do that. When you are having the opponents at 58 for 7, you could have 5 to 6 fielders in the circle and also ask them to come 5 to 7 steps ahead from the 30-yard circle. Just not allow them to come back in the game. But you can see that even that they've lost 7 wickets, they've picked up 4 singles quite comfortably. Yeah, he's not happy for Farman Ali, but I think Farman Ali needs to be a little switched on. Get another fielder and try to restrict these batters to pick up these singles, which are easily on offer. It's a decent start here by Zainullah Rahmani. Don't really think the batters will go after him. So a perfect chance to bowl an economical spell and pick up a few wickets or 2. Another quick singer. Is this a chance? Oh, it's a wayward throw, and it will allow them to come back for another 2 runs. This is not good. They're just giving these free runs and letting off the pressure. It's 9 gone, 61 for 7. Yeah, no surprises. The captain has decided to bowl him out. Wahab had a great outing so far and has a perfect chance to pick up a 5er. But at the moment, allowing these batters to rotate strike easily This is what they would want to do at this stage. Now, this is more like it. They have, I'm not too sure if they're listening to me. They've made quite a few changes. And now they have an extra fielder in the circle. So they've got a short mid, they've got a mid on, short cover, point, and a gully. And alongside a slip. So they've got 6 fielders in the circle. This is brilliant. That's what you do. You hold the opponents by the neck when you have them 7 down. You don't allow them to come back in the game. And this is a very good field setup. Not allowing them to take a single. Look at where Nabil Aziz is standing. He's very close to the batter. Yeah, there you go. Now it becomes difficult for the batters. So this is going to be a challenge for the Legend Warriors. And that's where now these bowlers are asking them, if you want runs, you go for a big hit. Try to clear the boundaries. Try to clear the 30-yard circle and go for a big hit. The moment they've decided to make this change in the field, you can see now the singles have completely drained. They aren't being able to rotate strike. 3-dot deliveries on the trot. Pressure on Legend Warriors. Nicely played. Good little back foot punch. They need to have this objective in their mind that they should be looking to play out all these 20 overs. If they go on to do so, they might just get somewhere around 120, 130. Who knows? We know that these two have the talent and the firepower to shift gears, and surely they will have a quick meeting after this delivery, as we will be going into drinks. Last delivery of the 10th over. Oh, that's a very close. Wrapped on the pads and given. It's a fiver. Wahab Hassan, he is such a class act and well deservedly gets his fiver. Kneels down on the ground and he's getting a lot of appreciation, a lot of applause from his teammates, because Wahab Hassan is having one of the best evenings, and that is plumb in front. You cannot play across the line. You cannot go at the back foot when Wahab Hassan is in operation. You bring a lot of element of risk, and Tahir, the latest victim. And they are now on a serious verge of being bundled out and not play out their allotted 20 overs. It's 63 for 8. Well, this is a dream performance by this very, very talented side. Seven District Cricket Academy are all over Legend Warriors playing against one of the best teams. Legend Warriors, we know they've got some quality bowlers, batters, beg your pardon. Of course, they do have good bowlers as well, but then getting 8 wickets in a span of 10 overs, that is unbelievable. It just shows that the hard work put behind the scenes is certainly being paid off. What a performance this has been overall. First, it was Nabil Aziz, then, of course, Wahab Hassan creating havoc in the centre, getting a fiver to his name and a well deserved one. And now, Zainul Rahmani, he has a perfect chance to pick up a wicket or two for himself as well. Now that he's bowling to a number 10 who hasn't faced a delivery, he just needs to bowl full and straight. That's it. The wicket will do the rest. That's what he does, but it was a bit too full. Mehboob getting off the mark with a single. So we are just into the 11th over, and look at what has happened. 8 wickets have fallen. It's a major collapse for Legend Warriors. Beautifully done. Oh, this is so exciting to see, really. And I personally, I feel so happy when I see these youngsters perform. Oh, trying to be a little innovative, because why do I say that? I have a lot of memories with this ground. I played my first game for Sharjah Cricket Council in 1999. So I do have a lot of memories in this particular ground. I've played a lot of matches myself here. And nicely done. Yeah, we'll keep up the composition alive. It's end of 11, 65 for 8. Yeah, they're going for the kill. This is a very good captaincy, not introducing a new bowler. He knows that he had one more over of Nabil, so bringing him early, trying to get these 2 wickets and bowl them out. Bowled him. A top class delivery by a top class cricketer, Nabil Aziz. Picks up his fourth. Very economical, and I think it was a bit too much for Mehboob. The number 10 batter has been bamboozled. The middle stump, this is where he always eyes Nabil Aziz. So precise with his lines. And yet again, hitting the target. They're now 9 down. Our Legend Warriors. Can he pick up a fiver? Nabil Aziz. Oh, beautifully done. We've already seen a fiver in this innings. And Nabil, he's got the perfect opportunity for himself to pick up another fiver. He's done that quite a few times in his past. And he's got 3 deliveries to do so. The ball is gripping, it's turning, couple of slips in position, very aggressive captaincy. We saw a few overs ago the approach and the mindset was a bit defensive, but now all of a sudden the last 2 overs, Farman Ali decided, right, I'm going to have 6 fielders in the circle, and since then, look at what has happened. That's going to be another wide given. Are we going to see another 5 wides? We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. No, it's been given as leg buys. Yeah, they will take it from both hands, Legend Warriors, but I think this is not enough, really, because they have some firepower in their batting lineup, 7 districts. Yeah, but why bowl so quick, Nabil Aziz, when you're bowling so beautifully? Just flight one onto the stumps. You're bowling to the low order batters. Yeah, beautifully played, Brasina. That's the way. Need to get your front foot forward onto the line of the ball and ensure you don't play it with hard hands. You need to play with soft hands. And also ensure don't play across the line to this man who has one last chance to pick up a fiver. This is brilliant stuff. Unfortunately, hasn't picked up a fiver, but what a spell. 22 picked up 4 wickets. 71 for 9. What a fantastic tournament we're having. And of course, we need to thank Sharjah Cricket and all its administration, really. Of course, Mazhar Khan, the general manager, the esteemed general manager, who's been the driving force, I believe, behind one of the most iconic cricketing venues around the world. He's been exceptional with his tireless dedication, his professionalism, the passion towards the game. Yeah, has continued to thrive as a beacon of excellence, really. So, thank you, Mr. Mazhar Khan, for your unwavering service, vision, and love for this game. And of course, your legacy at Sharjah Cricket will continue to inspire cricket lovers for years to come. Right then, Supun is not pretty much known for his batting abilities. All he needs to do is ensure he doesn't lose his wicket and try to get Srinath back on strike. That's what he's trying to do. Oh, he's a smart fellow. Yeah, clearly, we know what he was trying to do there. He was trying to fox the batters and asking them to take a single. You would never want to challenge his arm. Wahab Hassan, he's got a rocket of an arm. Another dot delivery. This is turning out to be such a fabulous spell. What a performance by this champion team. 7 Districts Cricket Academy, of course, one of the best teams here in the UAE domestic circuit. Of course, I was praising Saqib. They have another coach for the senior side, Mr. Rizwan. I think we need to give him a shout out as well. He's been the backbone, the pillar of 7 Districts. We'll talk more about him after this over. It's 72 for 9. Trying to go for a big shot, Srinath. I think he's realized that Supan is not pretty much known for his batting, as I said early on. So taking the matters to his own hands. So yeah, of course, a heartfelt appreciation to the coach of the senior side of Seven Districts. I think he too, his dedication, his hard work, his commitment on regards to developing these players have been truly outstanding. Another shot to continue. That's going to be a wide. So yeah, having coaches like Rizwan really, and he puts those tireless efforts and the inspiration he brings in to everyone in the team and on the field, off the field. It's quite admirable. So thank you, Coach Rizwan, for your tireless efforts. Mohammad Rashad, the new bowler introduced in the 14th over. Can he wrap up this innings? On the other end, Srinath ensuring he doesn't lose his wicket. Now it's a no ball and it's a big hit. It's a monster hit by Srinath. And also to add salt to the wounds, it's a no ball and a free hit to follow. Yeah, that was a nothing delivery. It was in the slot, it was there to be hit, and it deserved to be punished. And that's exactly what he's done. Srinath, the lone warrior, fighting the battle alone, where he's been seeing wickets being falling left, right and centre. He stood tall and ensured he doesn't throw away his wicket. Yeah, this is what we will see now. I think he will go for a few shots. And I don't really think he will expose Supan back on strike. So he might just farm the strike if ever so there is a single on offer. I don't think Srinath will be interested in picking up singles and exposing Supan early in this over. Right then, it's a free hit. Are we going to see another biggie? Oh, he struck that really hard. The sound of the bat, it's gone like a tracer bullet. What a hit. It's only got to be a massive over. They need to be careful. It's a very good bowling wicket. Legend Warriors, they have some quality bowlers, so don't give any runs from here onwards. This could bite them back later on. If ever they surpass the 100, I just have a feeling it's not going to be easy to chase, really. 110, 115, possible if Srinath stays in the middle. So, Seven Districts Cricket Academy, they need to be very serious and ensure they pick up this last wicket. Well, that's so unfortunate. It has struck his partner, struck him hard onto his bowling arm. But as I said, each and every run from here is going to be important. Yeah, he did needed a bit of medical attention out there because he struck that really hard towards his partner. Oh, that's cut away, but straight to the fielder. Yeah, this has been such a brilliant performance yet again by Seven Districts Cricket Academy. Mind you, it's a very important game for both the teams. Both the teams do have a win under the belt, and also they've lost a game. So whosoever wins this game will qualify for the next round, and whoever so loses the contest, I think their journey would be ending. Now this could be close. Oh, direct hit, and he was gone. So he had to take the risk, Srinath, knowing it's the last delivery. So he had to take a single, and somehow they have gotten it. It's 84 for 9. Nasty ball. That's a good delivery once again. They would want to wrap up this innings now. $84 for 9. Can they get to the 100 mark? That's been punched hard, but straight to the fielder. Every run is going to be so important. Seven Districts need to be mindful not to give any runs from this stage. Another bowler, Tharindo, who was not at his best in the first over, gave 7 runs, but now he's been asked to come and wrap up this innings. 3-dot deliveries, pressure on Srinath. Will surely look to go big. Oh, clever, very clever. And they will come back for another 2 runs. So he's playing well here, ensuring he does not expose Supun on strike. He hasn't gotten strike for a long time now. So 2 deliveries to go. So does he decide to play a big shot, or he prefers taking a single right now? He wanted a single right now. Now this is the last delivery. Farman can ask the fielders to come in the circle. If I'm the captain, I'm going to have maybe all the fielders in the circle and ask him to go for a big shot. It's completely okay. He would want Supun to be on strike because he's not pretty much known for his batting. Yeah, I think that's the discussion now. What is the field going to be? The last delivery of this 15th over. Well, no changes. Only 4 fielders in the circle. So easy single is on offer. Don't think Srinath will go for a big shot. He will... it's been given as a wide. So they are inching closer to the triple figure mark, 100. Yeah, this is easy. 15 gone, 88 for 9. We could be in for some entertainment. Srinath fighting the battle alone for his team. The only batter who's shown a lot of maturity and resilience to this innings. Zain Rahmani on the other end, I think he's been quite economical. Unfortunately, hasn't picked up a wicket. We saw the other two left-arm spinners. They were going so well. Now this is a big shot. It's gone for a long, long way. It's gone for a maximum. 7 District Cricket Academy are allowing Legend Warriors to come back in the game. And this man is fighting the battle alone. We saw a lot of wickets kept on falling, but he kept his calmness and composure, stood tall, and has shown a lot of character. He is such a fearless and a courageous cricketer, is Srinath. These are very, very important 29 runs. And they have allowed Legend Warriors to come back in the game. I'm telling you, if they go on to score 115, 110 even, if they surpass 100, it's a tough wicket to bat. It's low, it's turning, there is grip. And Legend Warriors, they've got some quality bowlers in the lineup. So, I think we have a game in our hands. Why allow the batters to come back in the game when they were 65 for 9? I think they just took it slightly easy and allowed this partnership to grow in confidence and in stature. Goes for a big shot once again. And very close to pick up a wicket here. And now, this is interesting. Finally, they have gotten Supan on strike. Can he survive these two deliveries? Nah, this is not good. I think Farman needs to have a word with Zain and tell him he's a number 11 batter. Just ball it onto the stumps. Doesn't really matter if it's a quicker delivery or it's flighter. Just target the stumps. That's it. Yeah, it's too wide. He is not going to offer any shot. He's going to see off this over. So, these youngsters, I believe, yeah, they're learning. It's an experience for them. But I would really want now Zainullah to just toss the ball up, give a lot of flight, ask him to go for a big shot. Yeah, he does that and almost getting the better of Supan. Nonetheless, exceptional bowling performance yet again by this talented kid, Zain Rahmani. He's done for the evening. It's 96 for 9 after 16. Tarindu to Srinath. That is beautifully played. Some improvisation coming in from the blade of Srinath. And surely we have a game in our hands. They were down and out, Legend Warriors. But this man on your screen had different plans altogether. He said, I'm not going to go down without a fight. The body language was quite negative. And all of a sudden, Legend Warriors will believe they have a great chance to come back in this contest. Yeah, he's not taking a single. He's farming the strike here. And this is very smart by Srinath. Farman, he was brilliant, I believe, just half an hour ago, but all of a sudden letting them come back in the game. Close. So they have decided to take a single. Now Farman, he needs to be a little switched on. He should not allow them to rotate strike and bring Srinath back on strike. Just one more run away to reach the triple figure mark of 100. Srinath, well, he's gotten 33, mind you, in 41 deliveries, so he's got a great chance to convert this 33 into a 50. We are praising Srinath. I think we need to praise Supun as well. Has played the role of a second fiddle and ensure that he doesn't lose his wicket. So these two have certainly put their team rather back in the game. And also this is the highest wicket partnership. 34 runs worth. And of course it's come out from the blade of Srinath. Yeah, you can see what he's indicating, Srinath. He's asking him to block these last two deliveries, not go for a big shot. This is poor, really. They have all of a sudden just allowed these batters to come back in the contest. Yeah, they don't really have many runs on the board, but as I keep on saying that this is not an easy wicket. It's not a wicket where you can score 170, 180. You get 150, it becomes difficult. But having such quality bowlers in your lineup, if you talk about Legend Warriors, they will have a great chance to clinch victory over 76 Cricket Academy, who have been brilliant. We've already seen a fiver from Wahab. We've seen Nabil pick 4. But since then, it's been quite tough out there for these youngsters to pick up this last wicket. Tossed up, nicely played once again. That's the end of over number 17. It's 104 for 9. What a brave and a mature knock this man on his screen, Srinath, has played this evening. It's such an important game. They were down and out, mind you, where they were 65 for 9. This man had different plans. A man on a mission. He's fighting the battle. There's quite a bit of field adjustments being made in the center. They have a deep point, a deep cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. So the third man and the fine leg are in the circle. Hits it hard, denies a single, which is the right approach. More often than not, he has ensured he does not expose Supun. Supun, we know, is such a class act if we talk about his bowling. Yeah, that's the field setup, as I've already mentioned. Having the fine and the third in the circle. Needs to be very precise with his lens, ensure he doesn't bowl too full, because the batter will go hard at you, and we've seen the thick outside edges taking place and the ball trickling away towards the boundary. Well, Aminullah, he was brilliant in the opening game, scored a lot of runs, picked up wickets. He's got a job in his hands. Beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery. Right in the block hole. Nothing much Srinath could have done. Yeah, Aminullah, he can generate some pace. At the moment, we've seen the last 4 overs or so, the bowlers, they haven't found the lines. They've been bowling way too wide towards the offside channel. And when you're bowling to the low order batters, you keep it simple. Just bowl onto the stumps. That's it. Look at that. Once again, it's wide from those stumps. And if ever so this delivery was bowled onto the line of the stumps, the story would have been different. These are the little things which I think surely the coaching staffs will be taking a note of. You would never allow a batting team to come back in the context, and that too in such an important game. If ever so, they want to lose this game. This would be an unbelievable upset really, because 65 for 9. They had a great chance to bundle them out, but having a defensive field setup, allowing them to take singles. Another change of bat. He's certainly not very happy with his blade. Kashif Billah, the umpire, he's had a great outing so far in this tournament. He's made some excellent calls. Yeah, that's too wide. This is not the best of efforts by these youngsters. Yeah, I understand they're learning. It's an experience for them to go out and play in these mega events, but they were at a stage where they could have really bundled out the opponents. But hats off to Srinath and Supun. They've almost played 18 overs. This is crashed, hit really hard. And now they take a single. And surely Supun is going to defend this delivery. And I mean, we've seen in this over, he's kept on bowling wide towards the offside. Against Supun, you would not want to do that. He is not going to offer any shot. He's going to leave the ball alone to pass by and go towards the keeper. Make him play. He's a number 11 batter. So I would really want Amirullah, this specific delivery has to be onto the line of the stumps, not far away from Supun, because he is not going to offer a shot. I can assure you. He let it go and ensure Srinath is back on strike. Yeah, that's okay. The idea was right. Perfect. Onto the line of the stumps, and Supun was equal to the task. 106 for 9. Well, this is some comeback by Legend Warriors. Really, we need to praise this effort from Srinath. Fighting it out, ensured he doesn't throw away his wicket. He had the belief in himself. He had the self-confidence that if ever so they surpass the 100 mark, they will certainly have a chance to win this contest. They were flat. They were down and out. It just looked like at one stage the game was done and dusted. But Srinath, he stood tall and showed a lot of character. Now this is high up in the air. Who wants it? Oh my word, what have they done? Now all of a sudden now they're at the back foot 76 Cricket Academy. They've allowed them to come back in the game. Well, I keep on praising these youngsters. I love their efforts, but this is not acceptable, really. There was no one calling. These are basics. At least there should have been someone calling. Nobody called. They were almost on the verge of bumping into each other. This is up in the air once again. But this time he holds on to it. So finally Rahiru has picked up a wicket, and finally this innings comes to the end. But what an innings by Srinath Kodakat. They were 65 for 9 in 11.1. But then Srinath, he fought the battle alone, and he's taken his team to 108. And now I believe we do have a match in our hands. Yeah, look at that. It was a horrid start. But then Srinath coming in and playing a valuable 36, and also Webb of Goviker playing a good knock. Supan Pereira, 12 deliveries, scored just the one, but I think we need to give credit to him as well. Supported his partner. Yeah, very impressive bowling performance. Nabil Aziz yet again amongst the wickets. Lahiru has done well. Wahab, the pick of the bowlers. 5 wickets for him in a span of 4 overs, and has given only 24 runs. Brilliant performance. Well, plenty was happening this afternoon, and it was Nabil Aziz picking up wickets left, right and centre. That was a big moment in the game. Junaid Shamsu being rattled, and those two spinners, Nabil Aziz and Wahab, creating havoc in the centre, kept on picking up wickets. This was a brain fade by Vaibhav, trying to clear the long on. And Wahab Hassan, this was a magical delivery. The arm delivery not read by the batter. Yet again, that one straightening after pitching, not turning. And yet again, look at that. So many LBWs and bowls is what we witnessed. And this was the moment. Srinath trying to clear the boundary yet again, but a brilliant take in the end to bundle out Legend Warriors. Right then, this is going to be an interesting and a fascinating run chase. We are going to dive into a short little break, and once we are back, we will be all set for the run chase. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers. First innings done and dusted. What a fight back by Srinath. 36 runs in 48 deliveries. Came out to bat in a situation where they were on the verge of getting bowled out. They were 65 for 9 in 11.1. Then, two men, they had a plan in their minds. They stood tall, fought right till the end, and they played almost all the overs. 43 runs partnership, and all the damage was done by Srinath. What a brilliant performance. And also, of course, we talk about the bowling performance. Yeah, they were brilliant. These youngsters of Sim District Cricket Academy. Nabil Aziz, yet again impressive. 4 wickets to his name. Wahab Hassan, yeah, pick up the bowlers. Fiver to his name, and 24 is what he's given in the span of 4 overs. So this is not going to be all that easy, mind you. Legend Warriors, they've got some quality bowlers in their lineup. There's one on your screens at the moment. Tahir can swing the ball, and he swings it pretty late as well. On the other end, the batters in the centre, two very talented cricketers. We have seen them scoring quite a few runs lately. Zainullah and Aminullah. Here we go, the chase is on. Yeah, not the best of starts. Oh, they've denied the single. I think the single was surely there. You can see Aminullah, he wasn't very pleased. Zainullah opting not to take the single. At times it's such a worse feeling, when you have a single on offer, you deny your partner, and the next delivery you get out. And then you think, why did not I take a single? Oh, very close to the off stump. We've got a match in our hands. This is certainly not going to be the easiest of chase. Legend Warriors, they'll keep on coming hard at you. That was a lovely delivery. Almost knocking the off stump, and this would have been the desired start. Pitched in a perfect length, hint of movement, and Zainullah. The idea was right. He always looked to play down the ground, so that's positive intent. Nicely done. And this is something which they can really afford to do, so they're not really chasing a big target. All they need is 109. They've got ample time to do so. So they've got this privilege to get their eye in the center, play a few dot deliveries. Just ensure you don't give wickets to Legend Warriors, because that's what they will be eyeing. That should be their goal and objective, to get those early wickets, get in the contest. Yeah, bowling wicket to wicket. This is really good. And if ever so, Legend Warriors, they do have slight bit of chance to win this game. They need to ensure they have a good power play. These 6 overs really set the tone and define the game as to what we have in store after the power play. Short delivery. And he's missed out on this one. Should have been helped away for a boundary, but this is a good start. Tahir has been disciplined. Just this last delivery was slightly wavered towards the leg side, but otherwise, we've seen one delivery which was quite close to the off stump, almost getting the better of Zainullah. That would have been a massive moment, we know. Zainullah is a class act. He's been playing a lot of cricket for the senior side as well. He does have experience. This is chipped up in the air. Oh, what a shot! That's an unbelievable hit by Zainullah. That's the talent and the class Zainullah possesses. It was just a simple chip, and the timing did the rest. Wow! How do you play those? This is an extraordinary shot by a special talent on your screen. Zainullah has dispatched this for the first maximum in this innings. Beautiful timing, but couldn't really thread that minute of gaps. Nonetheless, it's a good over for Seven Districts Cricket Academy. 7 for no loss. They've got a packed offside field. Just the two fielders on the leg side, which are a long on and a deep mid wicket. Apart from that, all the fielders are patrolling the offside. Heavily packed offside field. There's no fine leg, mind you. There's no deep square leg. Oh, beautifully bowled. Well, if ever so somebody will enjoy bowling on this particular wicket, it is this man, Mohammad Rizwan Sabir. He's been making a lot of name for himself. Has been picking a lot of wickets and has got an excellent drift as well through the air. Most of the batters don't really read. And with the new ball, he picks up a lot of wickets. Now that is a special shot. He slapped this down the ground. And that is some way to open your account this evening. So they aren't bowling all that bad, but just one loose delivery and these batters are cashing onto the opportunity. And that's flat batted for another boundary. Yeah, he was exceptional also in the first game. And remember, Aminullah comes down the track once again, hits it hard. Oh, this would have been an unbelievable catch. And they need to really hold on to these half chances, but have a look for this effort. This would have been one of the best catches we would have witnessed in the Sharjah CBFS T20. That would have been a massive moment in the game. If ever so, they would have picked up Aminullah. Oh, that is an extraordinary shot yet again by Zainullah. He started off a little shakily, but now he's decided, I'm going to back my natural gameplay and I'm going to play a few strokes. Too wide, room offered. Look at the control and the swing of the bat. Intentionally wanted to go over the head of the fielders and found success in doing so. Nicely chipped, was always in control, knows that the long off is coming from the ropes. So another good over for Seven Districts Cricket Academy. It's 17 for no loss. Did well, Tahir. Even that delivery where he was hit for a six, that was a very good ball. It's just Zainullah, what he's capable of. Now this is a big wicket. And it's Tahir who's picked up the first wicket of this innings. And this is exactly what they need. They need to keep on chipping into the wickets. After such a promising start, Zainullah has found the fielder. An excellent take. And Legend Warriors draw first blood. So Zainullah, after such a promising start, he was looking quite threatening. Will have to go back after scoring 11 runs. It's 17 for 1. Another very exciting talent makes his way in the centre. Ahmed Tariq, such a quality cricketer, has been scoring a lot of runs lately in most of the domestic tournaments here in the UAE. That's an easy decision by Kashif. It was going down the leg side, and yet again, Kashif Billah getting it right. Yeah, I've seen Kashif Billah. He's been in tremendous form if you talk about his umpiring. He's been making some very, very brave calls, and more often than not, he's called it right. I don't remember the last time I've seen Kashif Billah making any false decisions. He's been spot on with his decision making and has been making some very, very good decisions. Yeah, nicely bowled. Just slightly back of the length, and Ahmed Tariq being watchful, he knows he's got all the time in the world, really. He's a class act, Ahmed Tariq. Technically correct, very compact, very comfortable in his own skin. Takes his time initially, but then once he gets going, then so much entertainment at what this man brings. Charges down the ground and slaps it hard down the ground. What a shot! He's straight away making his intentions clear, using the feet and coming onto the line of the ball, and has struck this really hard. Yeah, he's in sublime touch. That's for sure, Ahmed Tariq. And also, congratulations to Ahmed Tariq. He's been recently picked for the UAE squad for DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars 2025. Well deservedly. He is such a talented and stylish batter. I've really seen him for the last 2 years or so. And he's worked so hard on his fitness, on his technique. A three-dimensional player, really can shift gears when required to do so. Reads the game really well. Such a mature cricketer, really, to play out these games against some very, very talented bowlers. Tahir Asif, of course, we know that he's got the knack and tendency to pick up early wickets for his team. He's already done so. 3 gone, 22 for 1. A very positive start. Ahmed Tariq is just already getting a boundary to his name. Quite fittingly using his feet to his advantage and getting his first boundary in this innings. Yeah, beautifully bowled. All they need to do is just stay out in the centre. The moment you start giving them wickets, that's where you allow them to come back in the game. At the moment, it is 7 districts who are having an upper hand in this contest. Yes, they have lost a wicket, but they do have runs on the board. And also, you have somebody like Ahmed Tariq. Now, when you're defending 109, you can't afford to do that. We saw 29 extras in the first innings. So we've seen a lot of extras already in this match. And I don't really think nothing much the keeper could have done behind the stumps. It was way too wide. So no finding in the circle, and mind you, Ahmed Tariq is a very strong sweeper of the ball. So that shot could come into equation. Beautifully bowled and nicely defended by Ahmed Tariq. Will take his time, and that's the right approach. When you need only 82 in 16.4, there's no real need to be over ambitious. Yeah, perfect. Take your time. You're not chasing 170, 180. So just enjoy your cricket. Oh, very close to the stumps. And it's beaten everyone. It's beaten the batter, the keeper, also the fielder. And very close to go towards the boundary. Yeah, that drift which he gets right at the last split of a second, that has deceived Ahmed Tariq, and it was pretty close to the off stump. Could have lost his wicket. He was trying to play towards the deep square leg where there's no fielder. This is hit hard once again, and yet again he's found the boundary. What a shot by Ahmed Tariq. He's just continuing from where he left off, and that's the reason he's been picked up for the Rising Stars for UAE. Well deservedly. He's a stylish right-handed batter, very brave cricketer for his age. Is always up for the challenge, and yet again this is a positive start. Nice, sensible. Gets a boundary, picks up a single, and also will retain strike in the next over. Going well, our 7 Districts Cricket Academy after 4. 34 for 1. Yeah, they've decided to go with the experienced Junaid Shamsu, who we know what he is capable of with the bat. Missed out today, but now he's got a big job in his hands. This is a big responsibility. Another bowler who keeps things very simple. He's got excellent cutters, doesn't really allow the batters to free their arms, keeps bowling onto the line of the stumps. And on this kind of a wicket, you could really use this wicket to your advantage by bowling those cutters, try to bowl the slow bumpers, keep mixing up your lengths, the line, try to keep it onto the line of the stumps. The lengths, you can just play it around a bit. Oh, this could have been a wicket for Junaid Shamsu, but lucky escape. That ball, you could see that it did hold up into the surface and never really arrived, completely deceiving Ahmed Tariq. And yet again, we saw early on where the ball was so close to the stumps, and now Junaid Shamsu was very, very close to pick up an important wicket. So at the moment, the pendulum is shifted heavily back to 7 Districts Cricket Academy side. Oh, he's hit it hard, but does well. Yeah, so far things aren't looking all that bright for Legend Warriors. So much is at stake. They know that if ever so they're going to lose this game, that's it. They are not going to be qualifying for the next round. On the other end, 7 Districts Cricket Academy, they're high on confidence at the moment. Yeah, on these big games, these big stages, you would always want your big guns to fire, but that wasn't the case this afternoon, early on when they deciding to bat first after winning the toss. 7 Districts bowlers, they ensure that they don't give any freebies to them, and they chipped on and kept on chipping with wickets. Now that's not good. This is loose stuff here in the outfield, allowing the batters to rotate strike, get those easy runs. They need below 5 runs per over. That's the required run rate, and they've already gotten 6. Ahmed Tariq, he's got a great chance to score a 50 for his team. If you got ample time. Yeah, I like this, playing it with soft hands, just placing it gently towards mid-wicket. Gets a single and yet again will be on the strike in the next over. It's 41 for 1. Batting beautifully at the moment, Ahmed Tariq. Aminullah hasn't gotten much of strike in this innings. These two are hanging out there. Yes, they have lost an important wicket in the form of Zainullah, who was looking quite threatening the way he was approaching his innings. Looked like he had a great chance to convert the 11 into a big one. Oh, that is elegance personified. He looks so elegant when he plays towards the cover side and looks always in control. And yet again, this was intentional. He didn't want to play along the carpet. He went aerial and using the pace of the bowler. High elbow coming onto the line. Doesn't really overstride as well. Always in excellent balance. Some finesse, some charisma. And this man's batting raced on to 23. 64 is all they need. Mehboob Rana has been welcomed with the boundary. Very mature, really. Ahmed Tariq, he won't really force the issue. You won't really see him just throwing his bat at everything. He'll wait for the looseners. And the first delivery, yes, it wasn't the best of balls. It was too wide. It was full. Pace offered. There's a lot of width given. And cashing onto the opportunity, Ahmed Tariq not missing out to any kind of looseners. On the other end, I mean, he's played only 4 deliveries. He came out to open. So it just needs to be a little calm in the middle. At times you can get a bit frustrated because you haven't gotten the strike. He's played only 5 deliveries. We are into the 6th over. Because the damage has been done from the other end. His partner has been in some sublime form and he's continuing to score runs for his team. This is a hit straight down and struck really hard. It's Amin now joining the party. 50 comes up and we're just into the 6th over. So this match is slipping out of the hands very quickly. And the decision to bring medium pace into the attack, I think this is the wrong move, really. It has been a dominant day for the spinners. 9 wickets were picked up by the spinners in the first innings. And you're introducing medium pacers and it's not working. It is a wicket where there is turn on offer. But the captain, he has different thoughts, which is clearly not working in their favour. Oh, he's bowled him. That's a very good delivery. Taking all the pace off and you can see the roll of the fingers. And I mean, just trying to come down the track and playing too early, completely deceived. Playing way too early and has been clean bowled by Mehboob Rana. He has to go back after scoring just the 9 runs. It's 50 for 2. Yeah, they need plenty more of these. They need to get another 3 wickets at least in the next 3 to 4 overs. And if ever so the batters they decide to just stay out there in the middle and pick up singles and doubles, I think it's going to be very difficult for them to come back in the game. Still, it's 7 Districts Cricket Academy who are having an upper hand in this contest. Well, that was a lovely delivery. He went for a few runs, but I mean, trying to play too many shots. And Zainullah Rahmani straight away is off the mark. In fact, he's going to get another run, so make that 2. What's happening out there? This is not the best of efforts I've seen so far in the outfield by Legend Warriors. 6 overs gone. It's 52 for 2. Well, you've seen this man more often than not does bring his team back in the contest. He did so with the bat in the previous game. Can he do it with the ball this time? You're asking a bit too much. He needs to ensure that he keep on picking up wickets. Now that's all they need. Singles will do the job for 7 Districts Cricket Academy. In fact, they've taken a couple of runs on Shamsu. He's not very impressed. Yeah, they've been flat. That's quite evident and visible. They've leaked a lot of runs. If you talk about the fielding, they've not been up to the task, allowing the batters to take these singles. And also, we've already seen quite a few misfields, quite a few overthrows, quite a few extras as well. Can't do that if you're defending such a low target. Cut away very nicely, Ahmed Tariq, always in control. So he has a very good chance, Ahmed Tariq, to score a half century. But he's such a brave cricketer, really. He comes out to bat and always has very positive approach towards the game. He's not afraid or shy to use his feet against the fast bowlers. Shows a lot of character, Ahmed Tariq. He is one excellent prospect for the future. Really, I will not be surprised in a few years' time when this boy will be getting a call for the UAE national team. It's a quiet over by Junaid Shamsu. They're taking all the time in the world. Also, Zainul Rahmani, another exciting talent, left arm spinner. He's a gun fielder. Yeah, there he is. And also very handy batter as well. And it's no surprise, really, that Zainul Rahmani has been sent up the order. We even see him come out to open the innings. Very good cricket. I'm loving this by these youngsters. They're showing so much game awareness. They know how much they're chasing. So just stay out there, enjoy your cricket, get the singles and doubles, and once the deficit comes to somewhere around 30s, you will see the shoulders being dropped. That's where loose deliveries will come your way. So all you need to do now is stay out there in the center and focus on the singles and doubles. Ahmed Tariq, leave him alone. Let him play. Because if it's in his zone, he is going to punish you. Quiet over though. Junaid Shamsu is done well. 7 gone, 57 for 2. He's batting beautifully, Ahmed Tariq. Batting with a very cool head. He hasn't played any rash strokes so far, keeping the ball along the carpet. And yeah, every time he sees a loose delivery, he latches onto it and ensures he get full advantage of any kind of delivery which deserves to be hit. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's an excellent delivery, and you can see Ahmed Tariq on the non-striker and just constantly having a word with Zainul Rahmani and just explaining him as to what's going on out there. Mohammad Rizwan, he's not a big turner of the ball, but he has that excellent bit of drift. I wasn't surprised where Mohammad Rizwan Sabir came into ball in the power play. I would have loved to see him bowl the very first over of this match with the brand new ball. Becomes such a deceptive bowler. And also today he's been slightly on the shorter side. The amount of drift he gets, Rizwan, he can always afford to bowl onto the line to the stumps and also a bit fuller and play around with his pace. But today just hasn't been his day. Oh, yeah, I just said it hasn't been his day, and that is giving you one clear indication. It's a free hit. Ahmed Tariq, he's got a great opportunity to make this ball disappear out of the stadium. He can certainly pack a punch, but not on that occasion. Yeah, he's dejected. He knows he had an opportunity. Gets only a single. On the other end, Zainul Rahmani, who has been short of runs, has got a great opportunity to score 30 odd runs for his team. Just stay out there. Go out unbeaten. Don't get out. This is high up in the air. And oh, this could have been a very good catch. Zainul Rahmani has gone big, and I think he's got plenty of bat on this one. Well, surely he's not listening to me. He said if it's in my zone, I'm going to go hard, and he did so, getting a lot of elevation. And his heart would have been certainly in his mouth. But look at where the fielder is standing. If ever so, he would have come from the ropes. This would have been an easy catch. But what a hit by the youngster. Getting a huge maximum in the last delivery of the 8th over. It's 67 for 2. Shamsu to continue. Hasn't picked up a wicket, but has been economical. Yeah, at the moment it's just looking too easy for Seven Districts Cricket Academy. And after this win, if ever so they go on to win, they will be cementing the spot for the next round. Went on to lose their last game against Gems Education, but they scored, I think, more than 180 runs, if I can recall. And Gems Education chasing it down in the 19th over, comfortably winning the game by 7 wickets. That was an extraordinary performance. Oh, very close to hit the helmet, but doesn't matter. It will still be given as 5 extras. That's beaten everyone. Yeah, they're down and out now. The body language has completely gone down, and you can sense they've given up the game too early. 36 is all they need. Required run rate is almost 3 runs per over, so no problems whatsoever. Zainullah can just stay out there in the center and enjoy. Just like that. Beautifully played. That's a very good shot. Seems to be technically so correct. Zainullah looks so classy and stylish. Zainul Rahmani, when he plays along the carpet. Yeah, something's got to do with these left-handed batters. Really look so elegant and classy. Having a good outing. Zainul Rahmani was introduced a bit late into the attack, but now he's batting quite well. But that shot, not too sure if that's the right approach. Ahmed Tariq can have a word with him. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's straight away gone down to him and had a quick word, and surely would have asked him, there's no need to play these shots. You're batting so beautifully. Let's just win the game for our team and not allow them to come in the contest at any stage of this contest. Asking the question, it's a decent delivery, and also it's been given as 1 for the over. Well, we have another game lined up after this. It's Super Friday. CSS will be taking on the mighty Alif Pharma. That is going to be an enthralling contest. Of course, CSS, I think they will be coming in with a lot of confidence because they have clinched victory in one of the tournaments here in the domestic arena. Went on to win one of the finals. So, Junaid Shamsu on the other end, I think he's done well. Very economical. Unfortunately, today it hasn't been his night. Not with the bat, not with the ball. The seeing off his overs. Comes in to the attack to pick up important wickets for his team. But today it hasn't been the case. They've been cautious against him. Just like that. And ensured that they keep on rotating strike. 9 gone, 75 for 2. Well, it's too easy at the moment. These two are stitching up an excellent partnership, playing with no pressure whatsoever. Ahmed Tariq, since the time he's walked in, always was in control. Getting those odd boundaries every time on offer. Now this is hit aerial, and he's got a lot of bat on this one. That is an extraordinary stroke. What a hit. That is a gigantic hit by this very, very talented cricketer. And this is what he can do. He really can shift gears when required to do so. It's not that he's a batter who is very strong along the carpet. He's someone who can play these lofted shots as well. Chance taken. He was batting so beautifully. Yeah, he's distraught, and that really he should have just played it along the carpet. But he's thrown away his wicket before playing a very good knock for his team. Yeah, that's how it happened. Just a check shot and a brilliant take in the deep. Excellent catch. Good innings by this youngster after scoring 38 in 31. It's 81 for the loss of 3. New batter walks in for Manali. It's the captain himself. He's come out to battle the situation, but there is no pressure whatsoever. It will be an absolute crime if you get out here for Manali. Did well in the first innings with his leadership, and took some brave calls. Knew that there was so much to offer for the spinners, and that's when Nabil Aziz and Wahab created havoc in the centre. Kept on picking up wickets at wicket intervals, made life very tough for the batters, and we've seen so many LBWs and bowls in the first innings. And that's all because of the lines as to which they bowl. Keep on bowling wicket to wicket, wicket to wicket. And surely they did get their rewards. Oh, beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery. Deceiving Farman. It's the last delivery before we go into the drinks break. Yeah, nicely played. 10 overs gone. 7 Districts Cricket Academy are in control. 81 for 3. Players will take drinks. Well, apologies to all our viewers. I assume that they're going to have drinks break. Why they're not having drinks break? Because just the 28 is what is needed. So they denied this break, and rightfully so. Just 27 now is what they need. Zainullah, he's batting beautifully. Run a ball 12, always in control. He's showing a lot of calmness in the middle. Supun, he did well to hold one end in the first innings. So you do have left arm spin in your side, and he's been bowling in the 11th over. Now this is something which I believe it's not the right move. You had to bring Supun in the first 6 overs. It should have been Rizwan Sabir and Supun to bowl with the new ball. But they thought otherwise. And the plan has not gone in their favour by any means. Now Zainullah, he's a batter. If the ball is in his areas, he goes for a big shot. So can Supun entice him to go for a big shot, which is also the longer part of the ground towards the leg side? With this pace, I don't really think he's going to bother Zainullah. Yeah, he's bowling too quick. That's nicely swept, gets another single. So when you know that the batters they're not really going after you. The reason being they don't want to take any risks because all they need is another 25 runs. That's why you need to be one step ahead in the game and ensure you try to do something different, do something out of the box. And Supun, at the moment, he's just trying to fire it onto the stumps, which I believe is not the right approach. They should certainly take a leaf out of the notebook of Nabil Aziz and Wahab Hassan. Those two bowlers were super impressive. The lines were immaculate. You can see Supun, he's been bowling too quick, too short. Yeah, look at that. That's a delivery which I don't think so it's going to be a threat to these batters. 85 for 3. Yet again, opting to bring pace back into the attack, Mehboob Rana. Yes, he has picked up a wicket, but hasn't been at his best this evening. It has been these youngsters. It has been such a dominant performance since the game has started. Farman Ali, I remember during the toss, I was having a word with him and he said that he anyways wanted to bowl first. So he got what he wanted. It was a good toss to lose. And the spinners taking full advantage of this wicket where there was so much to offer for the spinners. And missing out a trick, I believe, today, Legend Warriors. They could have started off with Rizwan and Supun, the two spinners. Rizwan, of course, the right arm bowler. So, not very smart with the rotation of bowlers. That's a beautiful delivery, but clearly pitching outside the leg stump. So, good decision yet again. Umpiring standards have been so impressive. I keep on praising these umpires. And yeah, marginally outside the leg stump. Such a good decision. Farman Ali, the captain, needs to ensure he doesn't get out. He's a character. He's a very jolly character. He always has a joke or two to pass on. Yeah, very humble personality. And I think he too is an excellent prospect for UAE cricket. Nicely done. And good early calls. Zainul Rahmani wanted to come on back on strike. But Farman was loud and clear and said, no, stay where you are, mate. It's a Super Friday, back-to-back exciting contests. This one seems to be pretty much one-sided, but the next one, that is going to be a blockbuster of an event. CSS, one of the most renowned sides here in the UAE domestic circuit. They've been around for more than 2 decades, I believe. And alongside Alif Pharma, another exciting team, of course, will be led by Hamad Khan, who's been doing a fine job. Oh, he's bowled him, Farman Ali. What have you done? Was this required? That's the question he's going to ask himself. Why even give the slightest of chances for the opponents to come back in the game. That was a nothing shot in the end, really. A better effort was required. Yeah, you can see he's really annoyed with himself, and rightfully so. It's himself to be blamed, throwing away his wicket. Raheel, another talented youngster, has come out to bat at a situation where things are in their favour. Don't really think he will be any. Would be rather any kind of pressure. He shouldn't be, because 22 is all what they need from this stage, and they've got ample time. They've got all the time in the world to get these 22 runs. So I would love to come out to bat at these situations where you need only 22. You've got so many overs. You have the privilege to get a feel of the wicket and just enjoy your outing. Don't play any big strokes. It's not required. Do not allow them to come back in the game. Has turned out to be a decent over so far by Mehboob. They need wickets consistently. Can they pick up another 2 wickets in the next 2 overs? Then it's going to be interesting. It's a funny game, cricket. And there is a wicket which is not an easy one for batting. So can Legend Warriors create an upset from this stage? At the moment, I believe it's 90% for 7 Districts Cricket Academy, and 10% I would give it to Legend Warriors. Yeah, beautifully done. Good little punch. And I really love the field setup as well for Mehboob Rana. Having a lot of fielders in the circle. 12 gone, 88 for 4. Yeah, Supan, who's been brought into the attack quite late in this innings. Can he get a wicket or 2 for his team? Just bowl onto the line of the stumps and try to flight the ball. Oh, very close. And umpire turning it down. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. Yeah, it's been given as leg byes. Another good decision. Yet again, pitching outside leg. Easy decision. Inching closer to victory. Just a 20 is what is needed. Just hang in there. Take the singles and doubles. Don't try to go for big shots, because that's what they want, really, Legend Warriors. They would not want these 2 batters to just stay in the middle and get singles. 6 fielders are in the circle. I love this approach by the captain, Suhaib Khan. He switched on. So they are asking them to go for the big shots. Yeah, he's gone for the big shot. And he's got a lot of bat on this one. It will reach the fence. So he's up for the challenge, Zainul Rahmani. And the challenge was that the deep mid-wicket fielder was in the circle. Nobody patrolling towards the leg side. And Zainullah said, "You bowled in my arc, and I'm going to smash you for a boundary." That's exactly what he did. What a hit. Brilliant 18 runs is what he scored. Showed a lot of maturity today. He got a chance today to come out to bat and score runs, and that's exactly what he's done. Oh, this one kept quite low, but you could see that it was a premeditated stroke. He wanted to play it along the carpet, play it with soft hands, ensure he doesn't go for shots, because he's gotten runs already in this over. They need just the 2 runs in every over. So this is very, very sensible, showing maturities. He's such a talented cricketer. He's very young. He's learning. But just speaks volumes, really, how well they have played today against such a quality team. Yeah, inching closer now to victory. Only 14 is what they need. Zainul Rahmani, the moment you decide to bowl anything in his areas, he's returned the favours. Beautifully done. Maneuvering it for a single, and also will be retaining strike in the next over. It's 96 for 4. Yeah, at the moment, it's Seven Districts Cricket Academy. They're on the verge of registering their second victory in this tournament. They've done a fine job so far. The spinner especially, Nabil Aziz. I'll have to check as to whether has he become the number 1 bowler so far in this tournament. And what a bowling performance, of course, by Wahab Asad, the left arm spinner. Kept on coming to the batters. This is chipped up in the air. Is this a chance? Oh, very close to the fielder, but gets a boundary. So 9 is what they need, and Zainullah Rahmani needs to be a little careful. There was a fielder, but very lucky that it didn't go into his hands. 100 comes up in the 14th over. This has been a very good innings yet again by Zainul Rahmani. Rahid on the other end, he can just ensure he takes the singles and give Zainul Rahmani back the strike. Beautifully played. Shy the stumps and directed. Things would have been interesting. So just a couple of big hits away, and they will seal the deal. So yeah, obviously the number 1 batter, if we talk about, is Israr Ahmed of Seven Districts, the senior side. This is the Seven Districts Cricket Academy. There's Seven Districts as well who are playing in the same tournament. I would love a match between these two. Imagine there comes a point in this tournament where Seven Districts senior sides go on to play Seven Districts Cricket Academy. Wow, that will be such an exciting contest to watch. I would really want that to happen. Yeah, it's possible because both the teams are playing in the same tournament. Seven Districts, they've done exceptionally well in this tournament so far. They will qualify now for sure because they're on the verge of registering a victory. And Seven Districts senior side have won 2 out of 2, so they too have qualified. Interesting. Short delivery, it's been pulled away, very close to the fielder. But the ball will have enough legs to go for another boundary. So, Zainul Rahmani, what an innings have you witnessed? Have a look at the power he generates. Zainul Rahmani is not very strongly built, but can seriously pack a punch. This is such exciting stuff as to what we have witnessed. 29 very important runs came out where there were a couple of wickets fallen, but Zainul Rahmani, such calmness is what he showed. And now they need only 3 runs. Would he finish this game off in style with a glory hit? Time will tell. He can afford to do so because the fielders are in the circle. Just the 2 fielders who are outside the circle are a deep square leg and a deep cover. Mid-on, mid-off in the circle. Alongside the deep mid wicket as well in the circle. Yeah, there you go. That's the field set up. So Mehboob Brown, at the moment he decides to bowl short, he will pull him towards deep mid wicket, or if he opts to go full, he's going to take him downtown. Nicely played, driven but straight to the field. It's a dot to close out the 14th over. 106 for 4. So, but to continue, Raheel tries to go for a big shot, wanted to clear the mid wicket, wanted to finish off this game in style, but just could not get the connection. Now, this has certainly gone out of the stadium. That is a monstrous hit. What a way to seal the deal for your team. That is a gigantic hit. And that's the end of this game. 7 Districts Cricket Academy have clinched victory in an important encounter against such a talented side. Legend Warriors never really came back in the game. And 7 Districts Cricket Academy winning this important encounter and securing their spot for the next round. Zainullah, after getting a good start, just could not cash onto it. Ahmed Tariq, what a brilliant innings. 38 in 31. Zainul Rahmani, 29, unbeaten. Brilliant performance. Raheel Ali finishing this game off in style, hitting a 6 out of the park. Yeah, Mehboob Rana, he did bowl well, picked up 2 wickets. Tahir Asif started off well, picked up a wicket, but Rizwan, an off evening for him, was quite expensive. 13 extras, that's something which you can't afford when you're defending a low target. Nothing much they could have done when they're defending such a low score. Well, match 11 done and dusted. Legend Warriors scoring 108. A very low score over bundled out. Srinath fighting it alone. 36 for him. Wahab picking up for 5. What a brilliant performance by these two, Wahab and Nabil. In reply, 7 Districts chasing it down comfortably in 14.2 and have clinched victory by 6 wicket. What a brilliant innings by Ahmed Tariq and Zainul Rahmani. Right then, we are going to dive into a short break, and once we are back, we'll be all set for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned.
Hello, hello.
T20 2025. Firstly, I would like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all its administration involved behind the scenes for such a wonderful tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, commercial partner Sport Ethics, broadcast partner Cricket Lounge.tv. It was match number 11. 7 Districts Cricket Academy has defeated Legend Boys comfortably by 6 wickets. Pretty much a one-sided encounter in the end. Well, commencing ahead, we would be moving on to the Player of the Match award for the night, and it will be presented by our esteemed match 50 Mr. Tehseen Javed, and the award has to go to, I think no surprise, it has to go to Wahab Hassan for his brilliant bowling performance. Was introduced into the attack quite early. He's given 24 runs and has picked up a fiver. A brilliant bowling performance by this very talented left arm spinner of 7 Districts Cricket Academy. वाह हसन, क्या शानदार परफॉर्मेंस थी आज आपकी. बताएं पहले आपको कैसा लग रहा है इतनी ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस के बाद.
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है कि अच्छा परफॉर्म हुआ जी. बिल्कुल काफ़ी टाइम से मतलब मेरा थोड़ा सही मैं चल नहीं रहा था बॉलिंग, तो आज माशाल्लाह अच्छा हुआ और जिस तरह विकेट थी तो सपोर्ट मिला और ब्रेक बहुत हो रहा था तो उसकी वजह से बॉल.
विकेट के बारे में कुछ ज़्यादा बताएं ज़रा, क्योंकि बाकी बॉलर्स इतना ज़्यादा टर्न नहीं करते, लेकिन आप जब आए आपकी लाइंस बड़ी ज़बरदस्त थी, आप विकेट पे बॉल करते गए.
जी बिल्कुल, जिस तरह विकेट थी उसमें बाउंस भी मिल रहा था और ब्रेक भी हो रहा था, तो ना ज़्यादा मतलब तेज़ किया ना फ्लाइट, बस दरमियान रखा, तो उसकी वजह से उसकी मदद मिलेगी.
आखिरी सवाल, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
ये मैं हमारे ओनर मोहम्मद हैदर भाई को, क्योंकि वो उन्होंने बहुत सपोर्ट किया और ये उनको डेडिकेट करेंगे. और दूसरा नाम नबील का, क्योंकि उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग की और उसका भी स्पेल अच्छा लगा, तो मेरा भी, तो उसकी वजह से हम इजी जीत.
Very kind of you, ज़बरदस्त performance, congratulations and best of luck for the future games.
थैंक यू.
Well, that was Wahab Hassan with his magnificent bowling performance. We're done and dusted with the post-match presentation, but don't go anywhere. It's a Super Friday. Another exciting game lined up. It's Alif Pharma who will take on CSS. Stay tuned.